All right, so Norwegian spruce extract, the fount of life, the ultimate antioxidant. Let's see. Okay, what's so special about the fount of life? First of all, we need to, since we are talking about antioxidants, so what is oxidation, what is free radical, and what is antioxidant? So let's start with the free radicals. Free radicals is how we actually get sick. We are mostly bombarded with free radicals. They are unpaired electrons in our bodies that damage cellular DNA, cellular structure, and cellular cells' ability to function. And over time, oxidative stress that accumulates in our body, rusting. It's like a car getting rusted, and contributes to aging and a variety of degenerative diseases. So from the picture of the oxidative stress, how it comes around. So this is how, if you look at the beautiful apple, and then if you cut it open, you leave it in the air, very soon, in a matter of minutes, you will be able to see the browning of the opening. And then over time, it will start to shrink and decay. And that's how the same thing happened to our cellular oxidative stress or free radical damage. The same thing happened to a cell if you are exposed to free radical damage. So from a normal cell to a diseased cell with a oxidative stress, that's how the same way happens to the apple. And the free radical, where they coming from? We know they are from all over the place. Almost everywhere you turn, even the air you breathe, the metabolism you make, like in what happens inside the cell breathes and it functions on burning glucose, and glucose generates free radicals. With the oxygen burning, that generates free radicals. So you just can't live without producing free radicals, and you're also exposed to smoking, secondhand smoking, stress, drugs, antibiotics, viruses, bacteria. It's like the coronavirus even, and EMF. That's like radiation, Wi-Fi, household chemicals, alcohol, excessive exercise, mold, radiation, pollution, processed food, lack of sleep, toxins, and UV rays, and a lot more. So they are all over the place, and it's surrounding you on a minute basis. And the type of free radicals that we are exposed to are mostly categorized into two categories. Number one is reactive oxygen species, ROS, which contains hydrogen peroxide. It also contains a hydroxy radical OH and superoxide oxygen, etc. And the other category would be the reactive nitrogen species, RNS, which is a nitric oxide, and then peroxynitrate, ONOO. So these are just the two major types of free radicals. And the antioxidants that fights them is actually in a lot of our fruits and vegetables, and in our food chain. So they are containing sources of antioxidants to a various level of content. But a lot of them are being damaged in the process of cooking, in the process of storage, and then transportation. So eventually, even because of the lack of nutrients in our soil now, they are depleted of nutrients and then minerals. So now the modern food is very poor in the source of antioxidants. And how does the antioxidant fight the free radicals? And how we create free radicals by losing an electron, and the antioxidants feed back the lost electron to give them a complete pair. That's how the antioxidants help the body to neutralize free radicals. So from these three charts, you can see that process. And the 5 types of different antioxidants that the first one that we came to know is vitamin A, C, E, and in the early, I think it's the century of the 17 or something, a few hundred years ago, maybe 200-300 years ago, the Europeans came to Canada, and they were able to be saved by the pine box, because they were suffering from vitamin C deficiency. So they discovered vitamin C as an antioxidant. Since then, we have been used to vitamin for antioxidants like vitamin A, C, E. So we came to know them better. And then we also discovered different types of enzymes like beta carotene, coenzyme Q10, catalase, glutathione peroxide, and SOD superoxide dismutase. And the third kind of antioxidants would be the proteins, like protein carrier for iron. We call them transferrin. These are the ones that can neutralize iron, excessive iron in our body. And we have protein that can neutralize copper. That would be the ceruloplasmin. And then we have antaxanthin from salmon and red trout, red sea bream, lobster, shrimps, crawfish, crabs, and the salmon. And then the fourth kind of antioxidants would be the OPC. We call them OPC abbreviation, but the proper name is oligomeric proanthocyanidin. These are usually extracted from grape seeds, from blueberry, green tea, etc. We also have in this category, we have resveratrol. So these are the antioxidants that have been on the market for quite some time now. But we are now came to know a better super antioxidant, which is the lignans 7-HMR. This has been around in our food for a long time, but to have it in a concentrated form, like from the Fountain of Life, it's now made more widely available. So now this is going to hit the market in a big way, because people came to know the benefits and how powerful it is. It can also does all the old types of antioxidants can do. So let's see the vitamins from the regular source, from our food, from the supermarket, or from the synthetic sources of antioxidants. They all have their own disadvantages. They are very slow reaction, and they could be sensitive to heat, and they would also be damaged in cooking and everything. So we can't really count on them. But also there is a different source of antioxidants that's from the flaxseed. There is from the natural source of food ingredients. The flaxseed is a very good source of antioxidants or lignans, but it happens that it's hard for you to eat a lot of flaxseed or use a lot of flaxseed extract, because it does become a laxative and does cause diarrhea. So there's a lot of issues with just using the lignans from flaxseed. But the highest source of lignans are from the Norwegian spruce trees, the trees that can stand oxidative stress. It can deal with very severe cold weather, and it has a very efficient chemical defense and prevention mechanism through evolution, because it has to go through thousands of years of standing the extremely severe cold weather. And there's something very special in that tree. It's called the lignans, or the 7-HMR. Now, this tree, there are many different types of lignans. The lignans in fruits, vegetables, drinks, oil seeds, and the nuts are different than the lignans from the trees. The tree lignans from the tree is very special because it has to help the tree to survive the minus 50 to 70 degree cold weather. So it has to keep the tree alive by keep the tree warm. Now, we have studies on the lignans from the different sources of plants and from the trees. Over the last 30 years of research, they show these lignans help the body cope with different kinds of issues, with breast, with the prostate, with the colon, with lungs, and it also reduces atherosclerosis and heart disease. It reduces the cholesterol level, it lowers the PSA level, which is the indicator for prostate cancer, and it improves the health in general. Now, the way how the fountain of life or lignans 7-HMR helps the body, one of the ways is to bind to the estrogen receptor and block the normal, the human excess of human estrogen, so that it prevents the cell or the cancer cells from multiplying or becoming a deadly issue in our body. So it just takes place and compete with the estrogen in our body, and it doesn't cause any multiplication or mutation of the cells. And research also shows the lignans is very helpful in dealing with the breast health. This is the chart of different types of lignans, the sources of lignans. If you see on the right-hand side, there is all different types of drinks. The drinks like green tea, we have Coca-Cola, red wine. You can see the red wine contains the most sources of lignans. It's 91.3 micromilligrams. So it's a very small content. And then in the fruits category, we have the apricot, which is 450, and then soy oil only 0, nothing in there. But with the vegetables, we have 2,321 in curly kale, and broccoli 1,325, and the rest of them are much, much lower. And if you look at this nuts and seeds, the flax seed is the highest in the micromilligrams, 300,000 of them, while the others like white boiled rice, only 7. So in that regard, we came to know that the lignans in the fountain of life is 17 times higher than the flax seed, which only offers 300 milligrams. The lignans from the fountain of life is 5,166 milligrams. So the fountain of life is hundreds of times higher than the regular food items. Now, that's why we say the 10 drops of fountain of life is almost as good as you eating 1,800 cups of apples in the benefits of the free radical damage control. And this is the world's most powerful plant antioxidant, and it has 22 patents, provides antioxidants, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory properties. It has got the Health Canada approval, and natural health product number is 80084596. And only Opinus global company has 100% exclusive rights globally, and we have no time limit. Now, the lignans and the 7-HMR are very helpful for men's health and also for women's health as well, in different categories. And these following are some of the testimonies that we have seen before, or we don't have time to explain every single one of them. But if you just look at some of the pictures, you get a general idea of what these pictures are about. This is something that is like 1 hour. This is the gout before and after, and this is the sugar diabetes from 259 to 210. That's in about how much time is that? And this is also about sugar from just used for 13 days. The sugar dropped down from 12 to 15 to just over 8 or around 8. And then the blood pressure, we have somebody tracking their blood pressure every day. It dropped down from, in about 2 months' time, it dropped down from 163 to 128 for the higher, for the systolic. And then the diastolic is from 95 to 70. And then we have people testify for their kidney function, the EGFR in the change. So it helps the kidney to function better. And then we have people reporting that their eyesight has increased or has shown improvement from 12.25 to 11.50, and then from 12 to 11 in the eye. So it's all about the eyesight improvement. And this is the same thing, eyesight. And then we have this one for breast lumps. That's from Kenny Jensen. And she eventually got a clean bill of health. And this is a kidney transplant client that got better results. And this is our senior vice president, Sanaz, her before and after picture after using the Fountain Life. Her lovely figure is just becoming more beautiful and attractive. And this is our leader, Renee. He lost 13 pounds in about 2 months' time. And this is all about topical use of skin issues. We have seen a lot of them, even sunburns, cuts and wounds, mosquito bites, and lupus. And this is all about the sleeping quality, the nighttime tracking of the sleeping hours, deep sleep levels. So it helps with all of that. And this is about fibromyalgia, which is a very severe pain that could go over all over the body. So this is all about hair. And this is about research on weight loss. Okay, so I think this is what we are going to talk about today. And the rest of the time now, we are going to get back to everybody now by opening up everybody to join together with us. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing I'm going to open the audio video for everybody. Just give me a second. Okay, welcome So-Young from Toronto. Welcome Samson SM. Welcome Kui. Welcome Joseph Chen from Toronto. Welcome John from Vancouver. All right, I'm just opening the videos for George. Welcome. Welcome, my guy. Thank you for joining us. And welcome, Phyllis. Okay, I hope I have given you some information for some food for thinking and talking tonight. And let me open my video as well. All right. So it's time for any sharing or any testimony or any thoughts for thinking, anything that you would like to share. It's time for us to get on the discussion now.
That's good. I'll just jump in here for a moment, Henry.
Okay. All right.
Hello, and it's great to see your face. I know I've missed a couple of weeks here with busy summer schedules and family dinners and barbecues and things like that. But I just wanted to say that how much we appreciate you for all you do, because I remember the very first trip I made to Toronto about 9 months ago or so when I joined. When I was actually thinking of joining Opulence, and I remember one of the highlights of that trip when I came out to Toronto was meeting you at head office and not really understanding who you were, but all of a sudden I was in your car and we were swept away to your office, and we spent probably about 2 hours there, and you were just showing me testimony after testimony after testimony, and I literally could have probably stayed for 2 or 3 days instead of 2 hours. But that just showed me how important Fountain of Life is to my own health, but also to share with other people, with family, and how important it was to get busy and start building a business and sharing with partners, because you can, as you know, Henry, you can be in your office and you can handle people coming in one at a time, sitting with them. But if you really want to affect tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of people's lives, you do that much more efficiently by duplicating yourself and getting the information out to people about how important this product is. And it's amazing that in like 9 months now I've got people in 22 countries. So it's I really want to thank you for making such a great impression on me 9 months or 10 months ago, whatever it was, and I can't hardly wait to get out to Toronto in September for the big event.
Right. Yeah. Welcome to come over, and you will have a much bigger team by that time. So 1 year, that'll be pretty much 1 year by that time.
Yeah, it'll be I think about 11 months. Yeah.
11 months. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 1 year make a huge difference. So by that time, probably would be in 25, 26, or even 30 countries by then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how quickly it grows, right?
Yeah, it's an exponential growth time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good to
Thank
see
you
you,
for
my
joining
friend.
us. Even a few minutes would make a difference for us. So anytime you, as I said to people, our platform attracts giants, and we are now standing on the shoulder of giants. So that's a good way to work with people like yourself, and we are just attracting more and more powerful people around the world. Like this morning, we were listening to Werner and Dao. They are great leaders in Thailand and even in Laos, in Cambodia. It's just growing all around it. So it's very, 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 very powerful.
Very powerful, and that's why it's important for people to be engaged and to be sharing, and also to get involved as quickly as possible, because we are growing, and in a binary situation, somebody can either be upline to you, or you can be upline to them. So
Right.
if you're making a decision to come into this business, usually it's better to do it quicker as opposed to dragging your feet.
That's what we call positioning. Positioning is very important. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Henry.
All right, John. Okay. Yeah, I know you are very busy. So whenever you need to leave, we'll just have listen to you. So great. Thank you for joining us.
No, I'm sticking around. I'm going to listen to more of your wisdom.
Okay. All right. All right. So we have some new people coming up. So we welcome every one of you. And if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that you came across that you need some more understanding about the product or about the business, we're all here to help. I'll welcome Francis from Singapore. Hey, so yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Francis Lee from Singapore.
Yes, Francis, Dr. Lee, how are you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm listening, but at the same time, at this moment, I have free time to attend to this meeting. I'm still in the process of treating my patient.
Oh,
so
nice.
on, off. When times are available, I will take part.
Okay, great. Yeah, I know you are always busy. So, well, yeah, the more we communicate, the more we talk together, the more we get more understanding of how the product, how powerful it could be, how much we can help people with. So it is, yeah, thank you for participating. Anytime you are.
Yeah, normally I have more time on Singapore time evening. So basically when you are conducting meeting at Singapore time around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., this is a time that I'm more free to participate in full time.
Right. That's your off work time. Right now is your office time.
But just very briefly, I have introduced this FOL to my patient. There are few cases which are very positive feedback. One is the eczema after applying for four weeks is almost 95% completed and is cured. Then another patient is now working on the thyroid. This thyroid is about quite many years, and Western doctors couldn't handle the operation because he says it's so big and don't really want to take a risk, and it's already affecting his voice. So I just introduced to this patient about 3 weeks early. So trying to observe what is the outcome of this applying this FOL. Okay. Then one is the diabetes patients who are on insulin. The lower portion of the leg is very dark in color. Is definitely showing blood circulation problem. So after taking about 10 days, he also showed me the pictures of his foot and confirmed that it's lightened. So color is lightened now and is continue to take this FOL. So I'm monitoring with all these cases and hopefully later part of the time when I have more concrete evidence, I will put it in a PowerPoint and share with everyone.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can take some pictures along the way so that when you share, you do have PowerPoint pictures and everything that tell a better story for sure.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, Dr. Lee, thank you very much for sharing. You haven't been using it on your patients for a long time. It's just maybe a couple months, but you are already getting great results. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, when we were talking about this diabetic feet, this is somebody that I helped. This person's feet, this person's the leg from the thigh down is all black like this. But as he uses the Fountain Life for about almost about a year now, the blackness came down, dropped down to just the feet now. The leg in the upper leg is all normal now. So it's just driving the blackness all the way out of the body. So it means the circulation is getting better, and this is what his wife was talking about in Chinese now.
现在都已经这个正常了，这个颜色上面这个颜色已经正常了。这个有了，你看这个对，没死这个。对，而且它这个还有点肌肉的，好像还。没死的这样，你看他的腿是。
Yeah, so that's just showing that the leg was black all the way to the thigh. Now it came all the way down just to the feet now. So hopefully in the next few months or half a year, hopefully the feet become normal again, the color. So let's keep our eyes open for the future development. Thank you, Dr. Ni, for sharing. And if we have anybody else that would like to ask any questions or any sharing, you are welcome to do so.
Okay. Hello, Henry.
Hi, Amy.
If no one else want to share, I can share some information I just received recently from one of our partners in China. Actually, she's not actually partner. She's only a customer, a user, you know. She got an adopted cat, right? It got severe blood infection and it got given up by the animal hospital. 3 animal hospital told her that it's not savable. You got to give up this cat. It's a very small little cat. And I show you the video. I think a lot of people saw the video before. That cat was bleeding all over, not only from his mouth, it's bleeding actually through the skin. The skin was all red, right? But after taking Fountain of Life, because he was given up by 3 animal hospitals, So they have no other options. So they fed him with fountain of life with very large dosage, like 20 drops per day. You know, for this side of the, the cat, oh, it's hard to see, right? But right now, he's already 2 years old. This happened almost 2 years ago when he was only not long after he was born. And he was discarded by his own mom, adopted by one of these, my friend. Okay, and they fed him with 20 drops per day. For this side of the cat, it's only usually it only needs 1 drop per day, but that's 20 times of the normal dosage. But anyhow, fountain of life saved his life. And right now, his sound and safe. See, this is is eating well. And then the other one is, this one is interesting. He is pooping. And after that, he's gonna cover his own shit. Look at this, this is interesting. Look at this one. Actually, this is the first time I saw a cat covered with this, right? And the other one is, yeah, the owner said she likes to, okay, where is not so clear, play with ropes, right? They're throwing ropes to him and he plays with the rope. Okay, anyway, his sound and active, you know, that's my sharing for today, because we just fountain of life just saved this unsavable little cat. Okay, that's the recent feedback. We got feedback from the owner constantly from the owner for almost 2 years already. Okay, that's my
Thank you.
share.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, to open up the pet as a category, what the fountain of life can do, it just opened up a huge market. You know, we have doctors for human beings, and we have veterinarians, vets, right? For pets. So that's a whole category of treatment and help for the pets. So it's just a huge market out there. So if we can help people, not only just human beings, but also pets, that's just a different business scope as well. Thank you for sharing.
Right.
Okay, welcome, more sharing, and we still have another 10-20 minutes left. So if you want to jump in, and we are here all ears to listen. We have more people coming on board. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm still impressed by that person that we just saved from bone marrow failure and lymphatic system failure. They are back to life now and using more fountain of life. That's the lady, the daughter now has gone back home to China, waiting for the second batch to arrive. So she has achieved that because she was so worried that she will not be able to see the last sight of her mom before she goes back. Now, in the meantime, we were able to kind of revive the mother so that she is now eating and drinking and eating fruits and everything, being happier. So they are very happily reunited by now. So we are hoping to hear more good news, and hopefully she continues to live another 10, 20, even 30 years.
Mary, I have a question. How many drops this patient actually takes every day?
She only got 3 bottles in the first shipment, and then I sent her 4 bottles. So she could be using about, I told her to use 3 pumps a day. 3 pumps. That's probably about 80, 90 drops a day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's not a huge amount of money, but it did a great job, right?
So how many drops?
About
Again?
80, 90 drops a day.
80, 90.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
this means you cannot overdose on the fountain of life because it's a
right.
natural product.
Yeah, we were listening to was it Junita Edison? She was using 1 bottle every 2 days, right? So
Mhm.
it's some people use more, some people use less, depending on their urgency and depending on how the budget goes too, right? For this particular person that with the bone marrow failure, she has a quite serious anemia. So she has lots of issues, but her family doesn't have that kind of money to use half a bottle a day, right? So she had to use just 80, 90 drops a day.
Right.
And it still did a pretty good job so far. She said her face came back to normal, like the skin color, and the lips showing redness, which is black blood color. It was pale and a very dull and kind of dark skin. Now it's brightened up, and then it's becoming more of a human being skin color now. Even the nails, like the nail with we call the moon, the white, we call that little thing there. You can't really see anything here, but it's towards the end of your nail into the finger, and there is a little moon there. The white little color there. That's how it shows the blood and then qi circulation in your body, which shows life as well. That came back.
Okay, so this proves that large dosage can save life from emergency situations. So this is very good to know because you know, people are afraid to use chemical, you know, medications, but knowing that fountain of life is a natural product, and you know, if it can be saving lives from dire situations, why not? You know, I never leave home without fountain of life in my purse. So, you know, these days we cannot, you know, dodge any COVID situation. So we have to be always have some emergency in our purses. So it has saved us.
Yeah, even today I went to the Rogers Cup National Bank Open of Toronto Tennis Open. I had a bottle with me. So when I felt a little hot and tired, I just put some in me. It helped me to tide over and get over the heat better and cool me. I guess helped me to have a little more energy because it's a very heated day. It's very hot, 33.
Right.
When it was 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah,
It's great. Yeah.
Purse.
Yeah, as it has saved us, a lot of us, in many ways. Marilyn, my friend.
I went to the tennis, and then maybe 1% of people are wearing masks, but we have Fountain of Life to help us. It's an invisible mask.
That's right. Yeah.
Invisible mask. Fountain of Life is it's an invisible mask for you to protect yourself from whatever outside us.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So it's great emergency kit we have. So let's use it. I love the product and it has saved me, so I believe in it. Mm.
I was just gonna add to what you were saying, Henry,
Yeah.
with regard to sports and the Fountain of Life. I'm a pretty active guy. I ride my bike probably over 100 kilometers a week. Sometimes 75 kilometers at a time or 100 kilometers at a time. And as you say, I mean, it's very, very hot summer. It's exhausting sometimes. And I find that doing that, as well as I'm in my outrigger canoe, probably 1 to 2 hours for 3-4 times a week. My record is 183 days in a row, in my outrigger canoe, which is just a little bit over 6 months in a row. And what stopped me from being out longer was Christmas, because they closed the dock. But I found that with Fountain of Life, in whatever I do, whether it's a long walk, whether it's a hike, whether it's on my bike, whether it's my outrigger canoe, whatever it is that I'm doing, I find that it just supports me. It supports me because, athletes, people that are active, people that are just out hiking, walking, whatever, they create free radicals in their body, and that can create problems. So, I just really love having, this bottle right there that I can just take a dropper and I do this. I mean, I just that's like what, maybe almost a full one, right down to my mouth, under my tongue. Love it. And it just supports my body through all of the all the damage I try to give it. So again, just had when you were talking about your tennis, and I just thought I had to speak up and say I use it, especially when I'm out pushing myself a little harder, and especially with the heat and the weather that we've got. It's just unbelievable. And I'm just swallowing it now. You hold it in your mouth for a while, you have it under your tongue, you put it between your teeth, you swish it between your teeth, you get, it's good for your teeth, good for your mouth, good for the back of your throat. There's just, I can't say enough about this product. And so, again, just had to speak up because it's such an important part of my life now and my health routine.
Thank you, John. Yeah, I always share it whenever I finish my tennis. I would pull out a brochure and then hand it out to the guys that either I beat or I tie or whatever with, and then they ask why are you doing so well with it? Why are you doing so well at your age? I always tell them that something that I use especially to help my body, and then they get interested. Some of them try it, some of them wait. But I just keep telling them. So eventually they open up and then they try and then like it. So it's something that it's just merging with your life, and then you promote it as you go busy with your life wherever you go. It's just never a wrong time to promote it. So it's just keep promoting it. Thank you, John,
Absolutely.
for sharing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the 20 drops for that little cat, it's also showing us the higher dose even for pets are reasonably okay. So it's possible to have a higher dose for even pets. For human beings, we have been trying that. A lot of people are using it with a higher dosage. Usually they give a little faster result.
Right.
You're so right. It's a very affordable emergency kit with whether it's a cuts, wounds, or whether it's mosquito bites, sunburns, so anything on the skin, it will be a good source of help.
That's right. We have to.
We have another 8 or 9 minutes. If anybody have anything to contribute or any questions, we are here. Otherwise, we have Wednesday morning at would be 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the Asian times, Asian zone. We have the worldwide testimony call. So welcome to join us. I know some of you were on that call. The Zoom ID number is 820-806-508. And if you want to join that one, that will be a full-time testimony call. And you can get your questions answered there as well.
Okay, great.
And Sunday morning, we usually have the leadership cocktail call at 10 o'clock. And Saturday morning is usually a training on either the back office or on some topics. It could range from anything. So if you keep joining us for all these training calls, you get all around well educated with this company, with the products. Monday evening at 8 o'clock Toronto time, that will be the product crossfire with Sanaz and then our product specialist, David O. And Sunday evening, this time, we're trying to do it every week. We're just a small cozy corner for us to have our questions answered and explained. You can practice your testimony. You can practice your business testimony as well. And anything you would like to share, we are open for your practice. You don't have to be so perfectly here because we just created this small little chat room for us to be able to practice our talking. And once you get more and more comfortable talking, then you can go on a big stage to the world, right? So that's how you grow your business.
That's great.
Yeah, sometimes we also have these calls on our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, you search for my channel, which is XIONGHB. XIONG Shuang is my last name, and then HB is my first name together. So that's my YouTube channel. If you subscribe or you go to that channel, you find the English, Chinese, different language video recordings. And that's different from the company back office recordings.
Great.
All right, so if we don't have more right now, we'll leave everything for next week or for later on. And I would like to thank everybody for participating. And if you're always welcome to contribute your sharing your stories and try to make them let's say some kind of a picture or video that'll be more powerful hearing. So always start with taking a picture or video of what's going on, and then later on you follow up. That will be very powerful. Thank you very much, Kui and Joseph, Cecilia, So-Young, Samson, Amy, George, and Hannon. Thank you very much, John and Hannon. Everybody, thank you. Have a great night. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for a wonderful Zoom.
Thank you. Okay.
Good night, everyone.